There he goes. I said the A word. Now he thinks I'm an extreme. Chapter 4. We're on chapter 4, right? Said the last 3 hours they've been able to play 10 to 15, bro. I swear all these paid servers just suck dick. Your favorite male character, Fob? In Dangan? None of them. None of them. Fuck Byakuya. I've seen what he becomes. Alright? I won't be tricked. What about Sakura? Sakura's not a dude. Alright. Let's find out who killed fucking Sakura. What was I doing? Oh, we're investigating, right? Chem lab. Oh yeah, that's gonna be where the fucking protein was. What about Chihiro? Oh, true. Chihiro, best girl and guy. Oh, what's out on the floor? Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Okay, bitch. I don't know about all that. Ooh, what's this? Footprints. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I bet Chiro is hung like a horse. They always are. I should probably take a closer look at it. Bro, this is 100% Byakuya. He fucking staged this shit too. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. Do you no longer like Celeste? I mean, I liked her, but, you know, Kyoko, I'm warming up to Kyoko. Kyoko's got that mystique to her, you know? But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Oh, it's poison. Unless the bottle had a label on it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled. It could only have been around the time of the incident. That really is when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullets. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. That is an awful sketch. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me. So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Yeah, but the footprints... Like, the footprints, at least in this picture, look like they went to the shelf, but there's only one footprint. 2 footprints going back? I don't know. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
なるほどな。
These footprints must be Makoto. Are they yours? Huh? Are you fucking stupid?
なんだ。
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see your feet do appear to be too big. Damn, Makoto got that big foot. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. Huh? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. Okay. Let's see what's on this shelf. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. What is that ASCII art, bro? That's a scary looking cat. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider it as part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? This shelf is, one look, I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. But looks like, these look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider it as part of the shelving unit, section C. So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents, but put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical applications in the real life? In the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. How'd you even say that? Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider it as part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. I feel like this is all misdirection. Because I 100% believe Sakura set up a murder, committed suicide, but not suicide. Sakura had Aoi give the protein drink to her, fully knowing that it was poisoned, but sacrificed herself so that Aoi can escape. That's my I think that's what happened. Can a dead person be blackened? No, that's why it's not Sakura. Because Aoi mixed a drink and gave it to Sakura. And then she drank it and died. So Aoi is still technically the killer because she made the drink. But like, I think Sakura had her make it and give it to her so that she can be the blackened. So that she can sacrifice herself. And then Aoi will be the one that's like, oh my god, I just saw Sakura. And then brings everybody over. Surprise, of course Aoi found her. And then Sakura and Aoi set up all these like misdirections and all these like fake evidence to like, you know, make people lose their track. So you can accidentally kill someone and be blackened? No, not accidentally. I don't think it was an accident. It wasn't an accident. Sakura told Aoi to mix the poison into her protein drink and give it to her so that it's like she killed Sakura. How is it fucking question mark? How is this hard to understand? Are you guys stupid? How is this hard to understand? I'm saying Sakura fucking like sacrificed herself. Let Aoi kill her with poison so that Aoi can go free. You guys are stupid. But why though? I mean, there was dialogue earlier where Sakura, like, was, like, apologetic. And, you know, was like, you know, she said she's done. She's, like, she's had enough of this. And maybe she wants to just, like, I don't know. Maybe. I don't, we'll see. Why not Sakura just make it and drink it herself? Then Aoi can't get free because Aoi did not kill her. The only way to get out of here is to become blackened by killing someone, right? And getting through the trial. You can't, if Sakura just killed herself, that's pointless. Fucking Papega. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprint in the powder. Based on the positioning of the print, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay. But they were friends? Were they? Aoi didn't know a single thing about Sakura the whole time, bucko. What do you guys just type question marks to type question marks? Have you guys been paying attention to the fucking story? You idiots. What do you mean? Aoi did not know Sakura was the fucking was the spy for the mastermind the whole time, you fucking idiots. So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko that what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Why can't you just tell me, though? You know? I feel like if you just told me, this process we'd get through this a lot quicker. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom section of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. On top of that, near the glass, is a Monokuma figure that fits in the palm of my hand. That was a knight. Those are pawn, rook, bishop, and king. There's still a queen missing. Then Kyoko says she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. There's a queen missing. Something new, No. So did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? This fucking idiot. I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle. No. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that? I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so... Yeah. Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab while I'm gone. Try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... What other choice do I have? I'd better just do it. Took the broom and dustpan and got to work. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. Look at that smug smirk, bro. This is why I'm warming up to Kyoko, you know? So what kind of experiment are we doing? I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights of the poison bottle. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. point of experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
ね
Let's compare the weight of the two of the normal. Okay, but that don't even make sense. How is that possible? Those two chess pieces are completely different. Like, one would definitely be a bit different in weight.
つまり
Each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. I guess she said about. Nothing else could really affect the
Yeah.
weight. Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? Broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
やっぱり
Just as I thought.
つまり
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together.
ね
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you? I have no idea what this fucking means. Why would the bottle weigh more? Huh? And what does that fucking have to do with anything? Unless that bottle in the broken bottle is not actually a Monokuma bottle and was a poison bottle, but was just replaced. They just put that Monokuma there to make people think that it was a Monokuma bottle, right? But I still don't get it. Why? There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. I can only assume that the blood is Sakura's, but that's strange if true. Why is it so far away from where she died? I gave that to Sakura. She got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
ね
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to, although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal. Then how can
そ
you?
れは
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Huh? Sorry, never mind.
ね
More importantly, look here. Oh, she got powder on her. Her shoes. You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
なるほどね
That powder is clue number 1. Okay. What if someone took one of the Monokuma bottles and filled it up with the poison powder and made him think it was... Nah, I mean... And switched it out, the poison into the Monokuma bottle to make Sakura think it was protein, but it was actually poison. I don't know.
ね
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
So-
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just
どう
explain.
やら
She didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
え
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one. So that's what I expect, what I learned from examining her body in detail. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Hiding a clue of some kind. This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
네.
Something catches your eye. It's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message? No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is 100% chat. This is 100% Sakura and Aoi working together. Can we check Sakura's hand? Or Aoi's hand? I feel like what happened was, like I said, assisted suicide, but Aoi's the one that gave her the poison, so it counts as Aoi being blackened. And then Aoi was told to Sakura to take the blood and then write out Toko's name and put it in the magazine as a hint so that misdirection lead people to think it was Toko.
So,
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
それが
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Someone.
だけど
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. Exactly, because they wanted someone wanted it to be found. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They were together in the cafeteria and refused to talk to me. They were together the whole time. Like, they were plotting something to get... I 100% believe Sakura wanted Aoi to escape. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking.
ね
Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
え、なんなの
Then she's the killer, right? See, I mean, but Aoi's been like this the whole game. She just accuses everybody instantly because she's too stupid to think. But hard to tell. Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's a killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me think that much. It makes me that much more suspicious.
What? 寝てた寝てた。お前
What?
らの捜査がやっちゃうよ。じゃあ、学級裁判を学校エリア行く。
What? Already? Whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Huh? What the fuck? You went right into trial? Just like that? Damn, what the fuck? I feel like I didn't even get to check the locker. I didn't get to check like, there's so many things I get to check. Damn, there's barely anyone left. Onokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another, and then... The ultimate martial artist, a locked room murder mystery?
何
What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it in a smiley face, it turns a positive. For example... Okay. This is just plain creepy. And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. He's right, that does make it seem sad. Now then, please get on the elevator. What the hell was that? I don't get it. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone? I don't think I'm acting casual. Or I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura, is herself. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. Exactly. There's no way anyone was gonna kill her, bro. She was literally going fucking tit for tat against fucking Monokuma. How would anyone kill her? She literally had to kill herself or be complicit in her own murder. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. No, chat, we have to remember, Sakura was smiling in her dead body. Right? Like, things were going the way she planned. 100%. Oh, Egypt. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few? You must be so lonely? You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left? I wonder, will the class trial end with one less teammate again or classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? We know you know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. Shut up, fucking Makoto with his fucking role-playing, bro. Oh, I guess I didn't have to save beforehand. I did not get any more skills. Alright.
まずは学級裁判の簡単な説明から始めましょう。学級裁判の結果はお前らの投票正しい黒を指摘できれば黒以外の全員がさてと犯人はもう決まってるよ。
Yeah, nah, listen, Aoi's 100%. 100% is it. She's doing everything. She's doing everything I said was sus.
なんかデジャブだ。さくらちゃんを殺した犯人は
Have you seen the new Twitter and CN drama? What's the Twitter and CN drama? If you're by CN drama, you're saying MiHoYo lost to 1 million followers? Like, that's nothing. That's pointless. At least that's my opinion. I think it's pointless. To be fair, she did this last trial too. Well, I mean, she does this every trial, but yeah. I don't know what the Twitter drama is, but... Bro, her friend died? Just give her a break? I don't know. I think it's a small move. Bro, why did you even read that message? I don't know. It's because chat was saying first time chatter or something. You also accuse everybody? No. I think this one's way too obvious too. I'm not gonna lie, trial 3 and 4 were kind of... Unless there's like a crazy twist, I'm pretty sure I'm on the ball here when I say Sakura and Aoi probably worked together and Aoi poisoned Sakura and Sakura was okay with it to set up Aoi to escape, and then they framed Toko so that Aoi can be clear. And then everybody will vote Toko, and then Aoi lives, and that was their plan, you know? I didn't change the suspect 50 times. This was my first suspect right off the get-go. It was Aoi. Like, the second Aoi was the one to discover the body was already sus for me. I don't want to hear your stupid excuses. Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. She ain't got shit. Why are we even fucking refuting the dumbest fucking player left? Or character left?
それだけの理由で人を疑うなんて。
最低よ。人として最低だわ。あんたたちの誰かがさくらちゃん。
なぜ俺たちが犯人だと思うんだ？
動機があるからだよ。あんたたちはさくらちゃんを憎んでたじゃん。
Is that really the only one?
それだけの理由で人を疑うなんて。
最低よ。人として最低だわ。あんたたち
I'm
の誰か
assuming
さくらちゃんを
it's
なぜ俺たち
always a count on
そ
heroes.
れだけか。
それだけの理由で人を疑うなんて。それは違う。
朝比奈さんが
Another
疑って
reason
る
you
のって。
suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
そうだよ。
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
間違いないよ。
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her. I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it?
さくらちゃんに呼び出されてたなんてどう考えても怪しいよ。絶対あんたたちの中に犯人。
呼び出されたことは確かだが、俺は会いに行ってないぞ。
私も言ってないわ。
俺も会いには。
誰も会いに行ってないわけない。誰か嘘ついてんだよ。
But they claim they never went to see Sakura, but I don't think that's true. One of them is definitely lying.
さくらちゃんに呼び出されてたなんてどう考えても怪しいよ。絶対あんたたちの中に犯人がいる。
呼び出されたことは俺は会いに。
私も言ってない。
俺も会いには行ってない。
さくらちゃんに呼び出されてたなんてどう考
What is
えても怪しい。
pocket trash?
絶対あんたたちの中に。
Status of Sakura's body?
呼び出されたことは確かだ。俺は会いに行ってないぞ。
私も言ってないわ。
俺も会いには行ってないべ。
誰も会いに行ってないわけないじゃん。誰かが嘘ついてんだよ。
This is fucking, huh?
さくらちゃんに呼び出されてたなんてどう考えても怪しいよ。絶対あんたたちの中に犯人がいる。
呼び出されたことは確かだが、俺は会いに行ってないぞ。
私も言ってないわ。
俺も会いには行ってない。
誰も会いに行ってないわけない
Fuck,
じゃん。
I got the wrong. I don't understand.
誰かが嘘ついてんだよ。
Can you read pocket trash again? It's a thing that Aoi gave. Oh. Oh, true. I forgot about that. I thought that was the thing Aoi gave.
さくらちゃんに呼び出されてた。どう考えても絶対あんたたちの。
呼び出された。俺は会いに。
私も
俺も会いには行って。それは違う。
Okay, okay. Listen, it's been a couple days, alright? When we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots. What's that got to do with anything?
赤い水玉模
Red
様。
polka dots?
私がさくらちゃん
It's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura? No, it's, ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse. In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy? From Sakura, it's the only explanation? Well, I mean, yeah, sure, I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her. When did she give it to you? Last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right? Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then. But what Hiro said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is... I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy. Or I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that? What a sudden hostility? Well, we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me. Acting incredibly suspicious. You're acting incredibly suspicious? More hostility? It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof. Proof? What are you talking about? I'm talking about her shining message. What would a shining message even be? At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message, just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka. That's true, I saw it for myself. This owie bitch is fucking playing every side. What are you saying? No way, I didn't do it? You just don't know when you're beat, do ya? Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers? Well, when we found the ogre's body, duh. But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself. Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with a dying message in it, it was... Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right? That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime after we'd started the investigation. If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it? Doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense. No, there's an obvious problem with what Hiro said before. No, there's definitely something wrong with what Hiro said just now.
そこでダイイングメッセージに気づいたのよ。
俺がどうしたんだって？なんもおかしくねえって。
Huh? This shit doesn't make any fucking
俺が
sense.
ダイイングメッセージを見つけたのはオーガの死体を発見した時だべ。
私がダイイングメッセージを見つけたのは捜査が始まった後だったよ。雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出して、そこでダイイングメッセージに気づいたのよ。
俺が
なんもおかしくねえって。
Like what? There's definitely something wrong with what Hiro said just now.
俺がダイイングメッセージを見つけたの
I'll
は
tell you exactly when I found the dying
オー
message.
ガの死体を発見した時だべ。
Fuck it.
私がダイイングメッセージを見つけた
God damn it.
捜査が始まった後だ。雑誌棚の中、そこでダイイング。
俺がなんもおかしくねえって。
Oh, wait. I see what I'm supposed to. Hang on.
俺がダイイングメッセージオーガの死体を。
私がダイイング捜査が始まった雑誌棚の中から雑誌を取り出して、そこでダイイング。
俺がなんもおかし
Maybe
くねえって
this? Maybe?
俺がダイイングメッセージを。
オーガの死体を発見した時だべ。
それは違う。
Jesus Christ. Some of these are so, like they're so
オーガミさんの
vague.
死体が発見された
Saka's
時、
body was found. The magazine was sitting on the shelf
キリギ
nearby.
リさんがそれを
That's
取
where
り出したの
Kyoko
は
found it
捜
after
査が
we'd
始まった
begun the
後のことなんだ。
investigation.
つまり
And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Like, I
Dying
know this, I
message
knew
見た
this
はずがない
should have been the point in my head, but like, what are the two words or the truth bullet we used to fucking disprove him is like, just like, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
はがくれくん、
That was the truth, Hero? When did you see the message?
待て、話をすり替えんなって。俺がいつ見たかは問題じゃねえはずだ。
Focusing on the wrong part? Why does it matter when I saw it?
残した
All you
バ
gotta
イキン
do
グ
is
ソーセー
read
ジに
the
よると
Vienna sausage
犯人
ogre
は
left
深
us?
町で間
Huh?
違いねえはずだべ。
なんか
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
それがあい
He's
つ
just trying to confuse us.
そもそも
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
はい。
Yeah. I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message 100% without a doubt. She
こ
wrote
の
it.
俺が言うんだから
This is
間違
me
いねえ
talking
っ
so you
て。
know it's true. Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message.
証拠あんのかって。俺の占いは3割当たる。オカルトは信じねえんだ。
I forgot the
証拠あんのかっ
buttons.
て。俺の占いは3割当たる。オカルトは信じねえんだ。世紀末だべ。証拠あんのかって。俺の占いは3割当たる。オカルトは信じねえんだ。証拠あんのかって。俺の占いは3割当たる。オカルトは信じねえんだ。世紀末だべ。期間ってやっと待つだべ。世紀末だべ。期間って証拠あんのかって。俺の占いは3割当たる。
Jesus!
オカルトは信じねえんだ。証拠あんのかって。俺の占いは3割当たる。証拠あんのか。
これで証明するよ。
God damn. That fucking double tempo down is crazy. My god.
大神さんがあのダイイングメッセージを
I'm
書いたとは考え
completely
られ
unconvinced
ない
that Sakura wrote that dying message because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger, but
でも彼女
both
の
of her
死体
hands
は
were completely free of blood.
あんね
じゃあそ
Then
の
who
ダイイン
did
グメッ
write
セー
it?
ジって
You
誰
did,
が書いたの？
Aoi!
ひょっとして
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place. No, Hiro's handwriting is way too neat.
はい。
That's exactly what happened. Oh, he admits it. I figured as much, but why would you write something like that? Oh, he was fucking trying to get. What the fuck, you bitch?
それは
Because.
俺がオーガを殺しちまったからだ。
Huh?
聞いてくれるか。俺の最後の話を。
Wait, what? What the fuck just happened?
オーガからの呼び出しのメモを受け取った俺は約束通り昼前に娯楽
I
室
got
に
Ogre's
向かっ
note,
た
and
ん
so
だ
I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
どこのか会いに
Did
行ったの
exactly as the
か
note asked. What a
そ
fool.
の時のこ
And
と
when I
だ
got there, sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple other people to meet as well. Oh, okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help you, help give you some energy. Oh, sure,
だけ
thanks.
どそれを
That's all
最
she
後に
said.
オーガ
After
は
that, we
口を
just stood
開かな
around
く
in
なった
awkward
感じだった
silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something. This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything. As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was going to try and kill me. She was going to kill me and make her escape.
ほらビビっち
And then,
隙を見て
saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed her across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
そうした
And
ら
she
オ
just
ーガは
went limp. I didn't see her move again after
そ
that.
のまま動かなくなっ
Oh,
ち
this
まった
dumb motherfucker probably got debated by Sakura to get fucking... by Sakura and Aoi to get framed for the murder, went there, and then as soon as Sakura died to the fucking poison, and she was already fucking dead, he hit her over the head, and now he thinks he killed her. Oh my god. No, legitimately, this is what happened. Fucking Sakura's like, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end everything today. And fucking like, already drank the poison and goes limp. And then Hiro fucking hits a dead person over the head and he's like, ah, I killed her.
俺は
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
迷惑よバチに値す
Can't
るわ
believe you. You're the worst. I hope you die. Well, that's what happened. Go ahead, roast me, boil me, do whatever you want. You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed
殺したあん
Sakura.
たは処刑だよ
Yeah, Aoi, that's you, bitch.
じゃあもう投票でいいよね犯人も決まったんだしさ
See, like she's a little too excited to get to the voting. Like this is when this is how you tell who the fucking people are. They get a little too fucking excited to just fucking vote and accuse, you know? Bob, it's her best friend. It doesn't fucking matter. It's just too obvious. You know? You should want to get all the proof and the like fucking
いいえ葉隠君の話
See?
は
See?
まだ終わ
Kyoko
っていない
knows.
はずよ
Nah, listen. I'm like Kyoko. Shiny's like Aoi, idiot. Too emotional. You have to fucking play. You have to play objectively and with the facts and truth, you know? You would be a terrible cop, Shiny. I would be an amazing detective. What are you talking about? What else could there be?
今の葉隠
There's
君の
one thing
話だ
that
けで
Hero's story just now doesn't
そ
explain.
の説明を聞か
And
ない
until we
限り
figure that part out, we
Mada
can't consider the
wararena.
case closed. So what is it that Hero did that doesn't make sense? Why the magazine was hidden.
そういえば
That's true. Everything you just said, it doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
死体が
By
発
the
見さ
time
れ
the
た
body
時
was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message and stick it somewhere we might not find
い
it?
やというかだな俺は隠してなんかねえぞ
Hide it? I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
嘘
He's
よ
lying. He's gotta be lying. I don't see any reason why he would lie now after already confessing to the crime.
嘘じゃない
Then he's not lying?
だとすると
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room before.
人物が他にもいたということか
The locker! The open locker! Aoi was hiding in there! Ah, the bitch!
おそらく
I don't think there's any question about that. Then who was
そ
it?
の人物
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written. There's only one choice. Realistically, it'd be Toko, but it's not. This is stupid.
だって
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
そうなの
See, right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why? What would I have?
そうじゃなくて
Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it. That's right, I killed her. No, you didn't.
なんであんた
Who
が
asked
答え
you?
葉隠君が大神
I
様を
don't
ボ
doubt
トルで
Hiro
殴った
attacked
のも
Sakura with the
確かだ
bottle, but that's not where this
で
case
終わりじゃ
ends.
なかったって
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer. You can't be serious. That's just, I don't believe it. Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer. So what do you want me to do? Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura. I don't really see why, but okay. We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Oh my Jesus, just give me a whole essay. What the fuck is Monokuma file number 4 say? Noon, the body was discovered in the rec room. On 3rd floor, there's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point... Okay, vomiting. You only hit her once, is that right? Just once. Oh. Wait. What are their status of Sakura's body? It should say 2 blows, right? No, it doesn't. Oh, was that Kyoko's? Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. Sakura died from Hiro's single blow. That doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds. Huh? 2? That's right, she had 2 separate wounds on her head. And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her. But I only hit her once? How could she have 2 wounds? 2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle. Remember, there were 2 missing. One was the night one, which was probably Hiro. And then there's a second one, which was the queen bottle. That's probably why it weighed more, because there were some scraps that the second person didn't clean up, which was probably Aoi. Maybe? I'm inclined to think it was Aoi with the second bottle. How can you know that? Just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles. It's not just because of her head wounds, it's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate must have been used. Think back, after the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground along with the chest piece it had inside. That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right? For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 had gone missing. But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles? That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear. Correlation between starting to become clear. The connection must be the chest. Chest. Oh my God, Tyler 1's gonna play Dangan. Peace. Aye. Man, imagine if you can't spell and you played this game. All right. That's it, the chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece. King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those. And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight. So what's that matter? I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. There's a queen missing. was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. On the ground was a knight, so the queen is missing. Oh, how do you know, Aoi? You're way too stupid to know chess. You only know that because you used it. She's definitely too stupid to know chess. Nah, she only is privy to that because she did it herself. Does chess have to do with anything? Yeah, shogi is way... Okay, buddy. Wait. That's not what I meant. So let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder. No, it's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case. No, wait. She doesn't know chess? How would she know the name of the piece? I don't know. What makes you so sure? Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it? What's up, Tater? Hello, thank you for the 28. Thank you, Tater. Hope you've been well. Found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene. And what is this evidence? It wasn't just a single bottle. Where is this? Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment where we compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to the one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier, and the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass. So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime, but someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles along with the figure inside. But when they did this, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact number of pieces to remove. But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway? Because of what it would reveal about the case, it can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by second attacker. Bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked. Second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion. The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attacker, so they had to get rid of their evidence. From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? This is the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place. Okay, again, I feel like this is another misdirection, though. I 100% am still on the boat of Aoi Sakura assisted fucking suicide. I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it. No way you killed her, I'm sure of it. Shut up. Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her. I'm not afraid to admit it when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it. It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room earlier, you know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. Saw Toko go into the rec room. Into the locker! Pretty soon, Ogre showed up and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. When I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared. And you just now decide to share that with us? After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it. Someone tightened the screws on his brain. I think they've come loose. So Toko was hiding in the locker. I think both of them hit Sakura and... like, she was already dead by that time, though. So Toko, where the heck did you disappear to? You don't know what you're talking about? I never went into the rec room? I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide. Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin. No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. New element has been added to bullet time. Oh, God. You've been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought, but from now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use. Oh, God. Simply press Q / nor use the... You'll select the same way as during non-stop debate. Simply press the Q / nor use... Oh, and or use the mouse wheel. Oh, God. Wait, did that just say we're about halfway done with the game? At chapter 4?
言いがかりよ認めないからバカなのよ笑ってやる違ういい加減にしてよバカなのよ笑ってやる言いがかりよいい加減にしてよ言いがかりよ認めないからバカなのよ笑ってやる違ういい加減にしてよバカなのよ笑ってやる
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous.
これで証明するよ
Boom! Easy clap.
娯楽室のロッカー
Did you
の
know
内側
someone
に
left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker room? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko? Okay, then let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right? Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth. Okay. It's just
Wow, it's the first bullet time battle he hasn't game overed at.
shut up. No, I swear there's no way.
正直に言え
Out with it. I probably did kill him. Damn, Byakuya just needs to tell her what to do and she does it.
これまたあっさりだべ
だけど
What do you mean, probably? Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
いいえ
私は
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker. Then did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her? Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
いやなんとも
Well, that's awkward. So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
その時
Well, when you did, you put it back upside down. I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry. Imbeciles, all of you.
そんなこと
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
あとは
So I don't think like a fucking bottle hits on the head to kill Sakura. She's way too strong for that shit.
出てまいりました
やっぱおめえ
It
の
was
せいだ
your
った
fault
か
after all?
私のせい白夜様のせい二つのせいがぶつかり合うことでそのせいはより高みに
聞かれたこと
To answer the question, did you kill Sakura?
大前提としまして私とネクラは同じ記憶を共有してないのです
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit, I wondered? So I opened my eyes to see splatter everywhere. I was not prepared for that.
びっくりしすぎて
And well, I guess it took me by surprise.
近くにあったボトルで引っ放しただって怖かったんだもん
I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle.
さくらちゃんは心配してくれてたんだよそれなのにひどいよ ひどいのはあいつだっつーの。
No,
おかげ
she's
で
terrible.
燃える男子以外は初めて殺しちまったよ。
Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
その後、
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
だって女なんかを殺したせいで死にたくないじゃん。どうせ死ぬなら白夜様を殺して死にたいわ。
Damn, Toko wants to kill, or Genocide Jill wants to kill Byakuya.
どこかで一人で死ぬ
Die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
ついてなかったの。
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
だっていつもの
Because normally Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem. Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack. Hey, come on, that's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre, so that's good. So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna... Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote. Oh, I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one. Yeah, it's because she wants the vote to be done. She's too eager. That's what I'm saying. This is fucking too obvious.
ほらどうしたのみんな投票でしょ
Yeah, Shiny, are you still defending her ass, huh? This is too obvious. Mother bitch. Even your motherfucker can't defend this. What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this. Way too eager to vote, bro. Look at her.
いや
No, not quite yet.
まだって
Not yet. Why not yet?
さっきの深川の
Don't you
話を
think
聞
there
い
was
て妙だ
something
とは
odd
思わな
about
かったのか
Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed Hiro's attack and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. It wasn't. Tell your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about. Not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is.
"私はつやつや寝てただけ。そこを大勝ちに起こされたの。目が覚めたのは雑誌棚の前だったわ。
血だらけのオーガに驚いたおめえはモノクマボトルでオーガを殴ったんだな。
そう、大勝ちも大勝ち。
お前が大神を殴った場所はどこだ？
私雑誌棚の前でやっちゃいました。
Okay, I know.
私はつやつや、そこを大勝ちに目が覚めたのは雑
血だらけのオーガに驚いたおめえは
That's not what? What? That said she wasn't.
私はつやつや寝てただけ。そこを大勝ちに起こされたの。目が覚めたのは雑誌棚の前だったわ。
血だらけのオーガに驚いたおめえはモノクマボトルでオーガを殴ったんだな。
さあ、大勝ちも
お前が大神を殴った場所はどこだ？
私が目覚めた場所と一緒よ。雑誌棚の前でやっちゃいました。
Oh, fuck. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Okay. So Okay. God damn it.
私はつやつや寝てただけ。
Oh.
そこを大勝ちに起こされたの。目が覚めたのは血だらけのモノクマボトルで。さあ、
お前が大神。
私が目覚めた場所雑誌棚の前でやっちゃいました。
There we go.
それは違う。
大神さんは
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair. So you finally noticed.
そんなの
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
本当は
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
いや
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way. That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine stand.
これだ。雑誌棚の
Sakura was
前での
definitely
オーダー
attacked in
は
front
あ
of
った
the shelf.
棚の前
The
に
blood
残され
stained
た
by the
血痕
magazine
が
is proof of that. Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it, because when I hit her, she was sitting in the
いや
chair.
いや待ちなさいって。私はハサミ以上に重いものは持てないんだって。だからあんな巨大な筋肉運べるわけねえだろ。
じゃあ
Then what's the deal?
どうだ？
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
でも
Oh, Owie is a little flustered that it's not over, huh? Look at those big old
それに
tig old bitties
こ
of
の事
hers.
件の最大の謎である密室と
Plus the biggest mystery of all the bro, I swear to God. I hear me out. I swear to God, Aoi's titties got bigger during this trial or something. Either that or I guess I took too many days off Dangan, bro. Still has yet to be
あの謎が
explained.
解けない以上
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
あんな密室トリックなんて簡単じゃん
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
なるほど
She just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? Nope.
密室が破られたど
Nope,
さくさ
it
に
was already open. Reason there's no way it was hiding in the locker is because I saw it for myself.
これだ娯楽室の
Even
ドア
before
を
we
破
opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
あの時点で
And at that point, the
すでに
locker
ロッカ
was
ーは
already
開いてた
open.
でしょ
Yeah, Hina, how could you get that? How could you forget about this part, huh?
だから
You saw
お
it
母
with
さんがず
me.
っとあのロッカーに隠れてたとは考えられないんだ
Okay then, where was she hiding? I don't know what's this whole locked room thing about anyway. How do you not know you killed her?
とは
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
そんなの嘘だよ
嘘ではな
No,
い
she's not. I've been saying all along there's still more to this
だ
case.
けどよ
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to
そ
the
れは
head.
どうした
And? Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
お前らが
That's
その可
because
能
you're
性を
overlooking
見落
vital
としている
information? Could we really be missing something so important? If there's... yeah, did you forget about the fucking poison? Yellow powder.
オーガの死因がジェノサイダーのオーダじゃないとするとじゃあオーガはどうして死んだんだ
別の死因なんてありえないよさくらちゃんの死因は頭部の傷以外には考えられないよ結局私のせいにされてる
オーガの
It's a good thing I didn't shoot it there so I could hear her say that.
さくらちゃんの頭部の
傷以外には考えられないよ
What? Why is that not it? Oh my god.
オーガの死因がジェノサイダーのオーダじゃないとするとじゃあオーガはどうして死んだんだ
別の死因なんてさくらちゃんの死因は頭部の傷以外には考えられないよ結局私のせいにされてる
Sakura's true cause of death?
オーガの死因が
I guess
ジ
I
ェノ
have to
サイ
just
ダ
go
ーの
with
オーダ
this.
じゃないじゃあオーガは
別の死因さくらちゃんの死因頭部の傷以外には考えられないよ
What? Did I just... Oh, whoops. Did I just do that already? Wait.
オーガの死
Ah,
因が
I didn't mean to do that.
ジェノサイダーのじゃあオーガは
別の死因さくらちゃんの頭部の傷以外には結局私のせいにされてる
What? Huh?
オーガの死因がジェノサイダーのオーダじゃないとすると
What? I'm so confused! Why would it not be proof of the yellow powder? That there was something else that could have killed her. I'm so
ここ
confused.
で諦め
Why?
たりしないぞ
No, it's not brute force. It's shit just goddamn fucking vague ass fucking responses and counters. Oh yeah, Monokuma number 4 could also be proof because she
ジェノサイ
vomited.
ダーのオーダじゃないとするとじゃあオーガは
別の死因さくらちゃんの死因は頭部の傷以外には考えられないよ
Like, why couldn't it have been the yellow powder though? Like that could have been proof that poison was or something was used as well. Like, why did it have to be specifically the Monokuma file showing the vomiting? No, but like both fucking work. I don't understand. Yeah, I paid attention to the dialogue. Aoi specifically said there could have been nothing else that killed her. But like, are we just gonna ignore the yellow powder? I could have been like, no, but how about the yellow powder, and then counter with that. Or, I mean, yeah, I could be getting ahead of myself, but I feel like that works there too. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to the cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth. Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottle, she cut the inside of her mouth. Shut the fuck up, Aoi. That's all it was? The file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth. You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies. No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries. But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood? Some sort of reaction within her body? Most likely, Sakura was poisoned. Poison. That's right, this is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake. She was poisoned, it is impossible. Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her. Of course, if you don't mind. The fuck? The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor? You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene. Well, yeah, good point. There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. That's where I found this. It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific property doesn't matter. What does matter is where I found it. The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. Section A, dietary supplements, B, reagents, and C, a variety of lethal chemicals. Well, that's the question, isn't it? The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. Poison was actually in section A, wasn't it? Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives? Yeah, so why? Because the culprit switched it out, that's why. What do you mean? I mean this? I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and... We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was just calm as ever. That tastes awful. Oh no, Master's in real trouble. He just swallowed poison. We need to make him spit it out. The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff? Talk about the protein, of course. See, I told you they switched it out. I knew it. Can I see that bottle for a second? Sure, do whatever you like. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue. It's protein powder. Correct, that wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. But why would one be broken on the floor? Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go? The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in, could it be? Protein drink. Almost missed that shit. Okay. Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right? Absolutely, the contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it became obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison. All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene and she was happy to drink the poison herself. Oh, so maybe Sakura wasn't complicit. Maybe Aoi did debate her. You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right? Protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison. That's all it took to kill Sakura? That is the true cause of death? You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains, so maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding headache head wound thing. But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. It was Aoi!
薬の入れ替えを行った人物を示す証拠は科学室にはっきりと残されていた。これだ！科学室の棚の前に残された足跡。
The evidence you're talking about, isn't it? I visited the chem lab this morning and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found a bottle meant for poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. Given how clear the footprints prints were, figuring out maybe Sakura wasn't in on it the whole time. Aoi knew that Sakura was calling all these people to meet them and used that as an opportunity to set up some other people to be culprits. Meanwhile, she was gonna poison Sakura for betraying her and lying to her the whole time. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now, then we'll see who. I knew it! Oh wait, no, she's only admitting to the footprints. She might probably have a fucking excuse here. If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know? Oh, she is admitting! I told you, motherfuckers! I was right! I knew it. Footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are... The only people who wear sneakers are... Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya, that explains why you... The footprints didn't belong to Makoto. That left only one other possibility, just Hina. Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? See, I told you! I've been cooking this whole time, motherfuckers. This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you? I can't believe it. What about it? Can't you believe? Well, it's just the two of them were so close. It's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Exactly, she felt super betrayed. You know, use that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme. Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why would you do that? I found her there in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink, but when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden. Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture. And then she downed it all at once, and then... I'm not convinced. You're not about to proclaim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
他人のために自分を犠牲にする人間など存在し、その女が自分
だとしても納得できないわね。
いつまで言っている。
勘違いしないで。センチメンタリズムなんかで言ってるわけじゃない。私はただ解けない謎に納得していないだけ。
それって密室トリックのこと？
So maybe Sakura did still commit suicide.
朝比奈さん、あなたが犯人なら説明して。
How did you create that locked room? Well, it doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything.
教えなくちゃいけないの？そういうわけじゃ
No,
ない。
it doesn't matter, but the fact that you won't tell us concerns
あ
me.
なたが話せない理由は気になるわね。
まさかお前
Truly or not, do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill
だ
her?
としたら
And if I do, possible she switched out the mixture, she's the culprit, there's no way you can doubt.
本当にそうなのかな。
Are you sure about that?
信じたく
Even
ないって
ignoring
気
the
持ちを
fact that I
抜きにしても
don't want to believe it, it just doesn't
なん
fit?
だだ。
だってさ、
Why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy?
そうね。自分から怪しんでくれと言ってるみたいね。
So what does happen if Sakura committed suicide? Then who's the blackened? And what does Hina have to gain? No, I've been saying that she committed suicide. I think she committed suicide. I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left the footprint. Shut the fuck up, idiot.
そうだよ。ねえ、朝比奈さん。
Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched to poison and protein?
なんで？
How come that doesn't matter? Please, I'd like to know too.
勝手にしろ。
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
朝比奈さん、始めていいわよ。
Huh? Where's my mouse? What the fuck?
私はまず
Right
最初
away, I went
に
to
C の
section
棚
C
に
and
行
got
っ
the
て。
poison.
に粉
And is
末を
that
ま
when
き
you
散らした
spilled
の
the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
そうだ
When I
よ。
opened the bottle, I
棚から
dropped it
毒薬を
like
取
an
り付けた
idiot.
さ。
See, okay, then go on. So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched
そ
them.
の薬の入
Once
れ
I
替え
was
が
done
終わっ
with
て
that,
私は
I
毒
took
薬
the
を入れた
protein
プロテイン
can
の
that
容器を
had
持
the
って
poison in it
化
and
学
left
室
the
からそ
room.
の時
But
プ
I
ロテイン
accidentally
を入
put
れ
the
た毒
bottle
薬の
filled
瓶
with
を
protein
う
powder
っか
back
り
on
A
the
の
wrong
棚に
shelf.
そのせいで
And
全
because
部
of
バレ
that,
ちゃって。
everything I did got found
So
out, and that's it. The story you just told. First, you went to section C to get the poison, then moved to section A to get the
その
protein,
まま、
right?
つまり
Meaning you went from
朝比奈さん
section
は
C to A.
C
Do
の
I
棚
have
から
that correct? But if that's true, yeah, the footprints don't make sense.
朝比奈さん、今の話をもう一度聞かせても
This
らえ
is
る？
why I think Sakura had it set up for Aoi to. I still don't
そんな
understand.
まこちん、やけに積極的じゃね？
Because if Sakura committed suicide, then nobody what?
何度聞いても同じだ。まったく、いつまで
It's
続
the
けるつ
same
もり
thing,
だ。
no matter how many times you hear it, how long until you're satisfied, how long till we figure it out, until I uncover the full truth of this case.
私は最初に C
So I
の
went to
棚に行
section
って、
C,
そこから毒薬を
then
取
I
り出したん
grabbed
だ
the
よ。
poison.
その時棚の前に粉末をまき散らしたのね。
棚から毒薬を取り出す時に瓶を落としちゃって、
それでその後は
C の棚から A の棚に移動して、そこで薬の入れ替えをしたんだよ。その入れ替えがプロテインを入れた毒薬の、私は毒薬を化学室からでこれで終わり。
もういいだろう。いつまで続ける気だ？
私は最初そこから毒薬、
その時棚の前、
棚から毒薬を取り出す。
それでその後
C の棚から A の棚に。
それは違う。朝比奈さんは
Said you went to
最
get
初
the
に C
poison
の
from
棚に
section
毒薬を取り
C,
に行って、
and that's where
そこ
you
で
spilled
粉
the
末をまき
powder, right? Yeah, and what about it? And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to A. That contradicts what you just said. Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movement? No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said? I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left the footprint. What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this? Well, you lied to us, plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movement in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A. Maybe Sakura? There's no shot. What the hell? What's going on here? And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account? Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence. You sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me. It's hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me? I'm amazed you of all people would miss such a vital clue, a truly grave oversight. A piece of glass that sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you, so thank you for that. What is it? So you still haven't realized. Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it? Fine, if you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass. Huh? A shard of light blue glass Kyoko found? Oh yeah! The window we broke to get into the inn was light blue, just like that, so I think that must be it. You're right, it must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from a window get inside this bottle of poison? What's strange is that according to what Hina told us, where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, section A bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle, and everything Hina told us was a lie. In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked, there's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle. And then once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died. Wait, hold on, you're moving too fast? I'll grant you the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned? You're right, we do need to explain that, but before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question? Not at all, just answer to the best of your ability. Well, no, not that I remember. Yeah, me either. Not me, same here. Yeah, me either. But then that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened. How can you know what I don't know? Because you're stupid. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence, there's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened.
あのプロテインの容器は密室が破られるまでは娯楽室にはなかったのよ。
じゃああの容器は密室が破られた後に持ち込まれたんか？
いや、そんなはずはない。あれはずっと娯楽室にあったはずだ。もちろん密室が破られる前からな。
Something can prove that someone brought the protein can into the rec room after it was opened.
間違いないわ。あのプロテインの容器は密室が破られるまでは娯楽室にはなかったのよ。
じゃああの容器は密室が破られた後に持ち込まれたんか？
いや、そんなはずはない。あれはずっと娯楽室、もちろん密室が破られる前からな。
I don't think that's it. Okay. Thank God it missed. I don't.
間違いない。
Comes to that protein
あの
can.
プロテインの
There's
容器
not a doubt in my mind
密室が破られるまで
until the locked room was
娯楽
unlocked.
室にはなか
There,
ったの
it
よ。
absolutely was not in there.
じゃああの容器は
So you're
密
saying
室が破られた
someone
後に持ち
planted
込まれた
it
んか？
there after we got the door
いや、
open?
そんなはずはない。
No, that's impossible.
あれは
It had to have been in there the whole time.
もちろん密室が破られる
It
前
has
か
to
ら
be.
な。
It was in there before. Huh?
間違いないわ。あのプロテインの容器は密室が破られるまでは娯楽室にはなかったのよ。
じゃあ
I don't fucking get this, bro. What?
密室が破られた後に持ち込まれたんか？
いや、そんなはずはない。あれはずっと娯楽室にあったはずだ。もちろん密室が破られる前からな。
間違いないわ。あのプロテインの容器は密室が破られるまでは娯楽室にはなかったのよ。
じゃああの容器は密室が破られた後に持ち込まれたんか？
いや、そんなはずはない。あれはずっと娯楽室にあっ、もちろん密室が破られる前からな。
間違いないわ。あのプロテインの容器密室が破られるまでは
I don't fucking know, bro. It's so fucking. I'm so confused.
しまった。
間違いないわ。あの
Like,
プロ
none of
テイン
these
の容器
fucking have to do with anything.
密室が破られるまでは娯楽室にはな。
Oh.
じゃああの密室が破られた？
いや、そんなはず。あれはずっと、もちろん密室が破られる前から。
それは違う。
Jesus Christ. For some reason, I thought the protein drink was
現場に落ちてた容器
inside.
の周りにガラスの破片が散らばってたのが
Oh.
お前が
Of
割った
course, it
窓ガ
came
ラス
from
の
the
破片だ
window
った
you
わ。
broke to get in. What about it? All those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found the pieces underneath the can.
ガラスの破
And
片
this
が
proves
プロ
it.
テイ
It
ンの
shows
容器
that
に
the
置かれた
can
の
must
は
have been put
窓
down
ガラス
on
が
the
割られ
floor
た
after
後
the
ってこ
window
と
was
になる。
broken. Chat, listen, this is what happens when you take a couple days break. between sessions. You know, you kind of, it's not as fresh in my head, all right? I see, so that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier, when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it, if that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass. Your fault anyways? No, it's Pal World's fault. So you asked everyone about it to eliminate the possibility right off the bat, or right off the gate. And that made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained a bottle of poison and not the protein can. Well, once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab. Ah, but Aoi's too stupid to know where to put the poison. That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can. No, she committed suicide. No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was. Precisely, she was alone in the locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there? You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is exactly what happened. Then tell us already? Oh, he's getting all formal. He's about to fucking, oh, bro, he's fucking getting all. Maybe this is why he became what he becomes in V2. Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room. It was Sakura. No. It was Sakura. I think it was Sakura herself. So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way. And then I think Aoi tried to set it up like a suicide. Or like it wasn't a suicide. You know? Like tried to make it look like a murder. On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poison. You're lying? Stop lying. Why would you lie like that? No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to the section C. I have to get Hina to admit that. Fuck. I was trying to conserve here. Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison? Wait, hang on. Oh, wait. Ah, fuck. Yellow powder. I fucking like accidentally scrolled past it. Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it? It did? It did, the same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab? The powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab? Wait, so what was the powder doing on Ogre's foot? It was only on her instep, right? Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. When Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any proof with? Is there any problem with my thinking? Why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained. No, it was me, the poison, because I killed her. No, you didn't kill her. The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. It was. Sakura. I told you guys it was suicide, except it wasn't. I thought they planned it together, but maybe Aoi knew this. Killer was Sakura? Wait, so you're saying it was suicide? I did say it was. I did say Sakura killed herself. I did technically say that, but I thought Aoi was involved. But I guess I was half right, 50%. Okay, I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly. So does nobody die this round then? Like from this trial? Can't believe it either, or rather I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison, she barricaded herself in a room and she drank it. Also, she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. Because of course, the locked room mystery was created by Sakura. I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath and smiled. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway. That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything and Kyoko was busy checking the body. And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others on shaky leg. Like, why would Hina, when your closest friend is found dead, leave to get other people? You said you were going to get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints made perfect sense. When you were done, you gathered everyone together once you were back in the rec room. I got everyone. Also, she's dead. Sakura's been killed, I see. While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her in her side in a situation like that. So Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison, vital pieces of evidence, and yet, so you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura? Maybe she just wants to join Sakura in the afterlife. That's enough, Hina. It's over. It's not. Nothing's over. No, you're right. We have to end this properly by making a comic strip. You're right, Makoto. So fucking stupid. Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot I could click on the damn thing. I remembered now. What did she do with the magazine that had the dying message written on it? What the fuck is this? Is that her running out? There was something on the floor near Sakura's body, which someone grabbed. What was it that they switched with the bottle of poison and left on the rec room floor? Alright. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. One of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. Look how cute Toko looks in this comic, bro. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And then in the actual game, she looks like a fucking sweaty weirdo. And she found it, she crawled into a locker to get out of sight. Then from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd kill her, he hastily began covering up his crime. Took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko, by writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in a rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma battle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. That explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. Yeah, she's like, oh, that kind of tickled. So then what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario and then drank the deadly mixture. Bro, that looks like a fucking drink ad. Look at that Giga Chad protein drink ad. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same person, someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all of that effort. Why does that look like a fucking... Why does Makoto look like that fucking Tokyo Ghoul meme? Was you, Hina? That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact, isn't that right? That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... Are you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern? Did Byakuya become fat in V2 because he got humbled? Oh, well, I mean... You still haven't realized. We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes it so complicated. That's what you don't understand, and that's why you couldn't solve this case. See, didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end. And then Byakuya became a weeb. Wow, that's the conclusion? I'm not gonna lie. I think chapter 3 was a bit better than chapter 4. I don't know. Okay, I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet. Oh yeah, that's right. Seriously forgot? Or I can feel my energy draining out of me. Chapter 3 is the worst? I mean, it was pretty bad. Chapter 3 was definitely bad. And it dragged on for a while too. But like, at least chapter 4 was short. I'll admit, at least chapter 4 was short. Or whatever, you don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. I wasn't completely wrong though. What do you mean? I definitely wasn't completely wrong. I was half right. I definitely got it right that Sakura was like committed suicide, and I kind of got it right that Aoi was, you know, taking part in it in some way, but like not really. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? You know what'll be bad after this though? Hina's probably gonna be completely like depressed. You know? So she might try to kill someone the next chapter, or she might get killed. I don't know. That's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here. So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand. You know, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us. And yet you, why did you do that? Maybe Sakura had a secret that she didn't want to be heard. And so if they got it wrong and everybody died, nobody would have heard Sakura's secret. We almost died there because that's exactly what I wanted. I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. Oh, never mind. So that's why I couldn't let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins? What the fuck? Since when did Hina become Christian? Because everyone, even me, we all killed her? We all have to pay for our crimes? For serious? That's... Or religious, whatever. You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate, so instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and Sakura calmed down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me. You tried to protect me, but because of me. My closest friend got hurt. So Sakura, because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. Damn, so Sakura chose to commit Sudoku. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't? Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she could shit on all of you. She'd shit on all three of them, too. Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Sakura. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet... You trampled all over her feelings and then you did the unthinkable? No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? Alright, so I think next chapter, Aoi's definitely going to either try to kill Hina, or Hiro or Toko. Just because both of them hurt Sakura. That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. That's how far you push her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out. Hina? Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. A favor? I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. So Sakura, let me in. Please open the door. Why? Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet, you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight that she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets, but even that got found out in the end. I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this. I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died? What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant. Of course, I know what she was thinking, because her and me... Well, what I'm trying to say is, don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this? What is that? Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. But Hina already... Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What then? You lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I knew it. That font didn't look anything like the notes that were sent to those three. Also, Monokuma did say eye for an eye. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene cut. So then what did she write in her real suicide note? I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is... Shut the fuck up. Read the damn note. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish. As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here. It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me. You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I became their tool. What is this room, by the way? She's got fucking... You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years. I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things. However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind. And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder. They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate. However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything, I cannot betray those who would call me their friend. That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura. Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic. Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness. I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind. But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred. My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else. Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well. I have an obligation to get this situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder, but I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life. If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends. I've never had people like you in my life. Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that. It was only her limitless strength that made it possible. Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially. The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plan, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend who I wanted to help as much as possible. You know, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive. I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still, but in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyways. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. Damn straight, this is all because of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemies each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game, which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to, and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever master goes, I go, and if the master turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Or if the mastermind turns out to be a guy. Everyone? No. Well, now now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time. The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, punishment time. Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me? Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Since I tell you, I'm very particular about the bear times one rule. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. Huh? Oh! No! No! Alter ego! Man. Damn, that's a really strong monitor. The fact that thing that even stayed on after the first hit, what the fuck? The fuck? Feels bad, man. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk? Ooh, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. Damn. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. No, the last semblance of Chihiro is gone! Oh! The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him? Oh, you were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him? Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky. So you finally noticed him. Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge. That means he knows about the hidden place in the bathroom too, doesn't it? Because that's where we put it. I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you, or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult. So of course I didn't care if you got access to that, but sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life, and for that he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. Swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset. Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript. Huh? There's still a bit more left of Sakura's note. Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulce tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. Clue? I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. Can't just stop at the most important bit. Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even you friggin' know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this? What is it now? There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Oh, wow. What a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die. She'll fight you. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Is what I'm saying. I feel like this is like they've been like Sakura said, something was done to them. So even though Sakura's dead here, she might not actually be dead. Like maybe there's like some connection or like I don't know. Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know, and maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach a school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from regrets of the outside world? Think about it. Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over. What did you do? What did you do to my body? What? Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies? What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Ooh.
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. So now what do we do? What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out? Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once. Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag? I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master? What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him? Sleazeball? That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Alright, and so Sakura's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy, but the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms and before long, night snuck up on us. Nighttime descended and pulled me along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. The night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up? Wake up, huh? Oh.
そうよ。だからそうよ。
そっか。
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
そうね。
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door, it was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked. Are you serious? Always? And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
So.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m. Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? It's so late, what happened? I have a favor to ask. Oh, what's your favor? Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor? What? I'll meet you there. Oh, she was gone. What the? The words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center, but I thought it was locked. And that is a great place to leave off. Very nice. All right. Pick up tomorrow where we left off.